Kourtney Kardashian is now selling fake supplements. She's taken her brand Lemme to a whole new and questionable level. The company is already dealing with a class action lawsuit, and now Kourtney's out here creating and pushing fake OIC pills. This situation is looking pretty rough, so let's break it down. I feel like this might be a sign of the apocalypse, cause seriously, why is Kourtney Kardashian launching her own version of OIC? The world is completely obsessed with OIC right now, and it was only a matter of time before a Kardashian swooped in to cash out. According to reports, Kourtney Kardashian Barker's supplement brand, Lemme, is the latest to join the OIC craze. The brand, which debuted in September 2022, sells gummy vitamins like Lemme Chill and Lemme Focus. Now, their new product, Lemme GLP-1 Daily, is being marketed as a weight management supplement. Let's be real, the OIC, weight loss, and wellness industries thrive on insecurities. Whether it's the pressure to be thin, fit, or just look healthy, it's no surprise that Kardashian is tapping into that, just like she has with beauty standards before. Let's check out the promo for their latest gummy.
I'm gonna have to quit drinking coffee, and I love coffee.
Interestingly, the ad for this product has absolutely nothing to do with what the product is supposed to do. It's just a catchy song and some flashy visuals. But don't worry, I'll break down what GLP-1 Daily is all about. It's part of a new class of weight loss drugs that's becoming a huge talking point in the world of fat loss. GLP-1 drugs like OIC, Wegovy, Mounjaro, and Zepbound contain ingredients that mimic GLP-1, a hormone that signals your brain when you're full. Naturally, your body produces GLP-1 to regulate blood sugar and prevent overeating. I don't see an issue with people using weight loss drugs as long as they're being safe and understand the risks. Apparently, about 1 in 8 Americans are taking some form of GLP-1 drug. But should something like this really come from Kourtney Kardashian Barker? It's worth mentioning that her Lemme GLP-1 Daily supplement isn't FDA approved, which is actually pretty common in the supplement industry. These brands just have to make sure their products are safe without needing to provide scientific proof, as long as they're not making direct claims. Her supplement, priced at $72 a month, is set to launch next week. It's marketed as containing herbal ingredients that may help boost the body's natural GLP-1 hormone. However, there's not much evidence that these ingredients actually work for weight loss. In a statement to Business Insider, Lemme emphasized that their ingredients have been tested on humans, which honestly I would hope so.
It's actually a supplement that is claiming to increase your own GLP-1 levels. How do I feel about this? Well, there's a reason that an entire blockbuster category of medicines was made from GLP-1 analogs. It's because your natural version of GLP-1 is degraded in seconds. So although there might be some herbs and extracts and even natural foods that can bump up our own GLP-1 and maybe a pinch increase our fullness, if you're really looking to lose weight, you really would need a true GLP-1 analog or medication. And so I'm a bit concerned about these supplements claiming to have similar effects as Ozempic. Perhaps somebody that is completely optimized from a health perspective. Nutrition's great, exercise is great, they're at their lean body weight, and they just want to pinch more fullness. Perhaps a supplement like this could be helpful.
Why put out a product if it's not going to work? People might as well go for the real deal if they want actual results. Plus, the research on these ingredients seems pretty limited, and it's important to note that the studies were funded by the patent holders. So, of course, they'd want the results to show some significance. With them holding the purse strings, it's not exactly an unbiased study. Let's dive into a few of these ingredients, but bear with me, I might struggle with the pronunciations. One of them is oxytocin, which has shown some promise, but most of the research has only been on animals like mice or rats. The company funded its own study, and while there were some results, they were minimal. Again, this was a study financially backed by Kourtney's partners. Another ingredient is Suppressa, a saffron extract. There's limited evidence that saffron helps with weight loss. A 2010 study showed that it might reduce snacking for a few people, but honestly, if I had saffron in my system, I'd probably snack less too. It's intense. The final ingredient comes from blood oranges and is called morosil. This one showed the most effectiveness out of the bunch, but there's a catch. The people in the study were also told to work out. So if you're hitting the gym, you're going to see some improvement no matter what. They're trying to market this as a GLP-1 alternative, but I'm not convinced this little supplement is all it's hyped up to be. the research behind these patented ingredients doesn't seem to fully support the claims they're making.
I don't get the big deal with these GLP-1 medications. They're just an appetite suppressant. Wrong. They do suppress appetite, but they don't just suppress appetite. They do a lot more than that. When we think about appetite suppressants, we usually think about the older generation of anti-obesity medications like phentermine. And phentermine can be a really good medication in the right person, but it's totally different than a GLP-1 medication. Phentermine is a stimulant and it activates our sympathetic nervous system and kind of speeds everything up. And generally what we see with medications like phentermine is people are just not hungry all day, and then the medication wears off and their hunger returns to normal. The way that GLP-1 medications work is different. We have GLP-1 receptors all throughout our body, in our gut, in our brain, in our pancreas, in our heart, in our blood vessels. GLP-1 medications will bind to these receptors and stimulate them. They stimulate the satiety centers in the brain so that we feel more satisfied, and they also slow down gastric emptying so that the food is moving through us slower and we feel fuller quicker.
One of my biggest concerns isn't even with the ingredients themselves. I can barely pronounce half of them. So how am I supposed to know what they are? The real issue is that Kourtney Kardashian is the one behind this. Even she admitted that if you told her when she started her brand that they'd be making this product, she wouldn't have believed it. Honestly, neither do I. She mentioned how GLP-1 medications have helped a lot of people, and while they clearly offer benefits, they come with some serious side effects. Let's not forget the common complaints about Ozempic, like intense nausea and major gastrointestinal issues. I've even heard friends who take it talk about awful acid reflux. But now, Kourtney's pushing her version as an alternative, and that's where things get dicey. With her massive following, she's about to release this product to tons of people who will be paying a subscription fee and treating it like a medication. And who knows what will happen to these consumers? Patients. Keep in mind, Kourtney's Lemme brand is already facing a class action lawsuit, so the timing of this new product launch is definitely interesting. What's really concerning about this is how many people out there are completely unaware. They just follow the Kardashian family and buy whatever they promote without a second thought. A lot of people, especially those who feel insecure about their appearance, want to look like them, even though the Kardashians themselves probably aren't using these supplements. So why should anyone else? There have been similar products like this on the market before, and here's a TikTok clip where someone is warning about them.
Hey guys, Summer the dietitian here, and I felt like I had to come on here and warn you about 2 nutrition-related products, scams, schemes that are going hard in the algorithm right now. And I know people are freaking out over the GLP-1 shortages, and you're more tempted to go for these sort of things, but I want to put it out there that these 2 things are complete bullshit. The first one is going to be these Pendulum Life probiotics that claim to increase intrinsic and natural GLP-1. That's not a thing. Our bodies produce GLP-1 in response to eating all the time, and these probiotics very, very well may increase slightly your intrinsic GLP-1. But guess what happens to that GLP-1? It gets metabolized almost immediately. There is not a correlation between your intrinsic GLP-1 and your hunger, fullness, satiety, or weight management. Your medication, your GLP-1 medication, is not actually GLP-1. It's a GLP-1 agonist that stimulates the receptors and mimics the effect of this intrinsic GLP-1.
There's a big distinction between injectable GLP-1 drugs and gummy versions, and it's worth pointing out. The thing is, with gummies, the drug has to survive digestion, and there's only a small amount of it in there to hold the gummy's form. It's not like an injection that delivers the medication directly into your system, so essentially, these gummies are synthetic products you take, hoping they'll naturally boost your body's GLP-1 levels rather than just injecting the hormone. Kourtney Kardashian has stated that this product isn't about weight loss. According to her, GLP-1 Daily was designed to help regulate glucose levels, reduce inflammation, and target visceral fat. She also mentioned she hasn't personally tried it since it's not recommended for those who are breastfeeding. Convenient, right? Now, I'm not going to tell anyone to avoid GLP-1 medications like Ozempic if they're interested. If you want to go down that path, talk to your doctor first. That's the key takeaway. Always consult with a healthcare professional, not just anyone promoting something online. Definitely not a Kardashian with an experimental product for the masses to try. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!